What's up, guys? It's your boy Keep It Real MMA. So Dana White just scammed Bo Nickal and just scammed all of us. Everybody knew that the Contender Series last night was going to be absolutely dog. I didn't get to watch it. I was working. I didn't get home about it until 2 in the morning. But like, everybody knew it was a shit card. Everybody knew that. They were only watching for Bo Nickal, and he absolutely dominates his opponent, who was 3-0 at the time. Dominates him on a weight miss, and he still out wrestles him, out hustles him, everything, and just gives a quick submission in the first round, like a minute and something in. So, and now you're all probably wondering, like, how is this, how did he get scammed? How are we getting scammed? Because, so, the other fights were terrible, right? Absolutely terrible. There was a lack of talent. Bo Nickal was the only talented guy there. And, basically, Jamal Paguez got signed after winning a very close decision, which he arguably lost. And he's absolutely terrible. And the thing is, right now, like, this is what's funny, right? He signs in, but no Bo Nickal. And his reasoning, just wait now, his reasoning for not signing Bo Nickal is because Bo Nickal doesn't have enough experience. Doesn't have enough experience. He's only 2-0. And the thing is now, right, Dana is trying to pretend like the middleweight division isn't trash and is absolutely dog and isn't easy to run through if you can wrestle or have extremely good striking, especially getting into the top 10. It's like Dana makes me laugh with these fucking shits because he's the biggest contradiction I've ever seen in my life. You signed Cyril Gahn at 3-0. And look how he turned out, yeah? You signed Blood Diamond at 3-0. He's now 3-2. He didn't even go through the Contender Series. He didn't even go through the Ultimate Fighter. All he did was say that he is teammates at CKB with Israel Adesanya, and you signed him in a heartbeat. I know he's 3-2. You then signed CM Punk. You signed CM Punk at 0-0. And he went 0-2 in the promotion. 0-1 now because the one got turned over, which is bullshit, right? I think it was the Mike Jackson fight got overturned. It's bullshit, though. It was 0-2. Who else do you say? You say Mickey Gall? Mickey Gall did have that many wins, and he's still struggling in the promotion if he's not a bottom feeder. Who else do you sign very, very early on? Trying to think. There's loads of fighters though that you signed that barely have fights. Alex Pereira, you signed him at 3-1. A loss on the regional scene. Like, Bo Nickal hasn't lost. He's 2-0. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand. I know he's gonna be fighting for the title at 6-1. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't understand it. It's basically because he knew there was no talent there. He knows the guy he signed, Jamal Paguez, he knows he's not going to be fuck all in the UFC. He knows he's going to get cut at some point. He's shite. And he knows what's going to happen is that he's going to keep Bo Nickal there. He's going to keep him there and probably let him fight at one of the last couple of weeks of the show just to build it back up because obviously they needed Bo Nickal that night. Otherwise, nobody was watching. And so they got Bo Nickal there, so they probably locked him into a contract now where he has to go, okay, he'll fight at the end of it, and then they'll sign him. Or they might even give him another one, because Dana could be a fucking cunt sometimes. So they might even make him fight again before they sign him. And he will beat the guys they put in front of him, 100%. I think he runs through that middleweight division right now. It was an exceptional performance. I know it was against a guy that was only 3-0, but a guy isn't defined by his record. He's defined by how good of an actual fighter he is. I think Pereira is much better than the 6-1 guy. I think he's very, very fucking good. So, well, clearly because he's fighting for the title, you know. So, like, I just don't understand. I don't understand. I really don't. Like it's clear because he's trying to make people watch. That's all it is. And he's locked him into this contract. Luckily, Bo Nickal weren't looking just for the paycheck, because if he was, he would have turned that down and we would have lost an amazing prospect. So, Dana's was on thin ice right there, and luckily his gamble paid off for him, luckily in his favour. I wish it didn't. I wish Bo Nickal would have walked away. I know we would have lost an amazing contender, but it would have told Dana to fuck off, because this is actually ridiculous. The fact that you won't sign him because he's 2-0, yet you signed somebody with 0-0, zero experience, who went 0-2 in the promotion. You sign guys that are 3-0. You sign guys that are like 4-1, 4-2. You sign a guy that's 3-0, goes 3-2 in the promotion now. Like, come on. It's ridiculous, man. And it's like all of a sudden you're trying to pretend that you have standards for the middleweight division. You don't. Let's be real, right? You look at any middleweight outside the top 10, Bo Nickal runs through them. Bo Nickal beats most of the top 10, and I think Bo Nickal beats most of the top 5. Like, let's be real now, right? I think he beats Derek Brunson. I think he beats Uriah Hall. I think he beats Darren Till. He beats Jack Manson. I think he beats Alex Pereira. I think he beats Kelvin Gastelum. I think he beats Dricus Duplessis. I think he beats who else? I'm trying to think of the people I generally think he'd beat. I don't think he'd beat Whittaker, but I don't think he'd beat Vittori either, but I think Costa would also beat him. But I think he'd beat Alex Pereira. I think he would. And I don't know if I don't think he'd beat Adesanya as of right now, but he can always improve, and he's getting better and better and better. But look at the list of the people I did name that he can beat. That's already in the top 5. I think he beats Sean Strickland too. So he's automatically basically in the top 5. So, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden they have standards. All of a sudden, like, oh, yeah, no. He's only 2-0. He's not experienced enough. He's not experienced enough. Like, come on. Really? Not experienced enough. It's bullshit, bro. Like, just say how it is. You want to keep him there because you need him for the show. That's all it is. Because you want more people to watch. He's a big deal in wrestling. All of his credentials, man. NCAA 2019 champion. I think he was on all the other credentials he has in wrestling. Nobody in that middleweight division now wrestles that man. And I think 99% of them can't stuff the takedowns. He's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, and I'm not saying like he's a crazy prospect where he can strike crazy as well. He needs to work on that. But his wrestling is unbelievable, and his submission awareness is unbelievable. How quickly he took that guy's back, because I watched the highlights. It's unbelievable. And Dana just did that to us. And him. It's more bad on him, obviously, because he's the one locked into the shitty 10K contract. So it's one of those, like, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you do? So it's like, it is shit. But, it is what it is. Hopefully he runs through the next guy has, and all of a sudden Dana drops his shitty contradiction act and just signs Bo Nickal. But then if he does drop it and sign Bo Nickal, then he's also contradicting himself again. But it is what it is. Hopefully he does that and then signs Bo Nickal, and then we get a very good prospect in middleweight again. We have more, and then the more prospects the better, the more chance for stars the better. So yeah, but yeah, other than that, the rest of the fights were shit. Jamal Puguez is trash. He's not going to be anything in UFC, but it's all good. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you're new. My TikTok is Keep It Real Edits. I'm Keep It Real MMA here. Please check it out. I need to get on my edits soon. I've been busy, but I will get on it. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.